Hi everyone, I know it's been a while. In case you guys don't know me, my name is Joe. I'm a big Laker and Raiders fan, so I like to talk about sports. If you're new here, welcome, and if you like my channel, please feel free to subscribe. So I know it's been a couple weeks since my previous video. I work full time, so I know it's a lot to try to keep up and make videos so everybody can watch and enjoy. The last time, I think it was before the draft, so there's been of changes and a lot of fans who are concerned with our current situation and roster as Laker fans. I want to address or make my own comments of what I believe in this roster currently. Obviously, knowing that I've said it before, and if you're not, if you're new to this, I've already said it before. I am not a college fan and I don't watch college. So it's hard for me to discuss picks and drafts and the potential of some of these picks that we will end up having and what benefit will they bring to the roster. So I'll kind of touch base on our picks and go from there. Obviously, everyone's conversing about Bronny and the fact that we picked him on the second round. Listen, it's tough because at the same time you want your superstar player to be happy and he wants to play with his son. I mean, he's made it this far and played so elite. So if our best player, one of our best players, is only request is to have their son play, I think you kind of have to honor it. I've said this before. I don't understand why, as Laker fans, we get so freaked out that we don't pick up players. I understand the concept that nobody wants to trade with us and nobody wants to give us a deal. They'll give other teams better deals, and when we offer similar, they want more or whatever the case be. It is what it is. As Laker fans, we know this is not new. This has been going on for years. People call it the Laker tax for a reason. However, I get people that are upset because knowing that we could have picked something probably to build our roster, knowing that we don't have that availability to trade other teams and get caliber people, and we're missing still that hole of a center that can be as aggressive and help AD, bully Jovic, or anybody for that matter that is a big center. I think a lot of people are frustrated with that, and I understand that. It is frustrating because knowing that we still haven't picked up anybody or done anything in free agent or done anything in trading at this point, it is kind of concerning. I believe, in my opinion, that the Lakers is a great organization. A lot of players should be wanting to come here because I feel if the contract that you get here is not good, the opportunities to get other contracts with Nike and other people to want to sponsor you and pay for you, that builds up. So the fact that some of these players don't want to come to us or whatever the case be, I think they're missing a great opportunity being a Laker. It is what it is. I don't want to have people come here and that didn't want to be here in the first place. So it's nice that, we want to make our player like LeBron James very happy in the sense that you give him the opportunity to at least play with his son. Now, my concern, and I'm sure with everybody, is he's a great athlete, a great player. Now, can he continue his caliber of how well he's been playing for the past few seasons? It's tough to say. I mean, age does eventually will affect a person. However, I don't know what LeBron James does as a daily basis or routine, but the man has been unstoppable and I'm very happy for him. But the concern, like I said, we are missing that big hole in the center to help aid this team only on, like I said, on the roster, on the bench, whatever it is. AD to a certain degree needs help. So I'm hoping in the next few months we'll see some kind of change. If we don't, I am concerned if our availability to compete is still there, considering that, there's not a lot of players that could be equivalent to AD or at least be enough to bully, Jovic. And that's our biggest heel. That's been our Achilles heel for the past 2 years. Every time we've gone against Denver Nuggets, we cannot get past him. So the only thing that is the bright side is that we do have a different coach. So I do think a lot of that in the past 2 years has been a big issue in playing players to their full potential. Seeing the opportunity that Max Christie could have more time and more ability to progress his talents is exciting for me. So I'm not totally 100% worried. I don't remember if they signed or re-signed Hayes. I think Hayes was great. He was super aggressive. Vanderbilt stays healthy. We will be a better team this year around if we can continue to stay healthy and we have the coach that knows how to play in rotation, which I think you can't get any worse than the previous one. So obviously, knowing that we drafted Bronny at the second round and knowing from what his stats are in college, you would think, oh, he's LeBron James' son, maybe he could be equivalent. Obviously, it's tough. I don't understand. I don't want to say I don't understand. I just think it's a lot of pressure for a son to come into a league where your father is like elite and now people are going to compare you all the time. I do worry that the mechanism of the relationship of the team players and like assisting in rotation may affect the whole bringing, his son in here, and the concerns of favoritism does worry me because I know, LeBron James will keep it professional, but it's your son. And it's going to be tough to kind of keep that professional. Like, you're my son versus you're my teammate. I need you to step it up. Now, Bronny has a lot of time, so hopefully that development will help, as well as working with his father and hopefully getting to, if not, obviously I don't expect him to be LeBron James, but getting his full potential out of him and assisting the team in places that we need assist in, like especially defense. If he's not a good scorer, I'm hoping he does something for this defense that we've been lacking for years, which is exciting. I'm hoping that is his talent this year, that his son is a very good defensive player, whether or not he doesn't bring points on the board, the fact that you have somebody that can be aggressive. Now, do I have these hopes? No. I want our best players to be out there. I think Rui Hachimura has a great potential this year coming up. I know people are dismissed him, don't think that he should be on the team, that he be traded. I do think a lot of these players play their best depending on who's coaching them and who utilizes their talent to what degree. Now, I'm hoping that this is a different year. We will build on stuff that they've already had and maybe not actually like talents that they weren't able to bring out because they weren't fully utilized in the right position. So that kind of excites me. I know people think that not having a center makes us less likely to compete, but remember, everybody thought that the same year before, and we made it to playoffs with a terrible starting five up until mid-season. So you remove the coach that did that decision and you have a new coach who now sees that this starting five that we've had, whether D'Lo stays or not, has been good enough to take you to playoffs. Then we need to just work on that. My biggest frustration last year is knowing that we had those starting five and we waited so late in the season to start them and build on that chemistry, because a lot of these teams who went into playoffs did not change their starting five, with the exception of injuries. And when the injuries, happened, they rotated that new person, and that new person was already easily transitioned because you don't have 3-4 other players who are constantly in and out trying to find out a starting lineup, because there's no such thing as making chemistry when you don't know where you're going to be put on, if you're going to start or if you're not even going to start. It's very confusing. So it kind of makes me excited knowing that the coach is not going to be that same coach, where we're going to have probably hopefully some more stability and more encouragement and motivation to be a better team. So the other thing obviously is we're getting to soon. We're on a few weeks out until preseason of the Raiders game. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen and what players are going to shine through that. I know that there's a lot of concerns with the quarterback situation. I think that you have such a good roster at this point. I would be very happy and not surprised if we do well. The concern is another discussion in another video I'll make for the Raiders. But tell me what you guys think. I know Bronny was not an ideal pick, but to me, I already knew that was going to happen. You got to make your best player happy. Do you think it's going to affect the chemistry with the team, and do you think it's going to alter relationships? And tell me what you guys think in the comments and what else you guys want to talk about. I hope you have a great rest of the week. One more day for some of y'all, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.